how do you go about finding the property? I always think if you know exactly what you're looking for, it's easier. So you're not going into an estate agent and saying, show me all your good property deals, in which case they'll just show you some properties that they have for sale. So what were the criteria? So it was, what, tired, rundown, like what was it you were looking for, and how did you find this one?
Yeah. So at the start of my journey, well, when I got to that point, I knew at that point what I wanted to do. And it's always easier when you know exactly what you want, which strategy you want to adopt and what you want to do. So I knew I wanted a 1-bed flat in London, where it's tired. I know I could add the value to it by not necessarily increasing the square footage, but actually reconfiguring the internal layout in a very smart way where it opens up more space, even though the square footage doesn't change. Once I understood what I wanted to do, it sort of put me on a narrow path where I was looking at deals, analyzing deals, looking at sort of analyzing floor plans. And it's easy to kind of be swayed through, I guess, Chinese penny syndrome. But being part of the community, people knew what I was looking for. And this particular deal was actually from a deal sourcer. And they understood what I wanted. It was on the open market. I must have missed it somehow. And it was sourced to me by a deal sourcer. And it, I was effectively looking for a 1-bed flat in London, if we go into the specifics, not in a purpose-built block, but rather than sort of your period conversion, so your Victorian building or your Georgian building. So somewhere where it's attractive, that had a private garden or a courtyard, some outside space. And I knew who my target market was on the back end. When I do flip it, I knew I wanted to flip it and sell it to a sort of a couple, first-time buyers, maybe with a small family. So I needed that outside space. I needed 2 bedrooms, and in a desirable location. Crystal Palace is in it's an affluent part of an area in London. And I knew exactly what I wanted. And I think that definitely helps because it puts you on the path and the opportunities where you may have missed, or when people or sources or sort of people that you meet in the space, if they know exactly what you want, they're able to share some of the deals that might not be suitable for them.
Get smarter with every deal at ypm.com.